TVK Chief and actor politician Vijay is all set to appear before the CBI today in connection with the Karur Stampede case of September 27th, in which 41 lives were lost. Now, the key line of questioning happens to be around CBI wanting to understand the reason for the inordinate delay of 7 hours that potentially led to the stampede and the loss of 41 lives on September 27th in Karur. Well, the CBI has summoned Vijay for questioning as part of its probe into the circumstances that led to the deadly stampede during the TVK campaign rally in Karur on September 27th last year. Now, this notice was issued under Section 179 of the BNS, requiring his presence for examination as a key individual linked to the event. Now, ahead of the inquiry, Vijay moved to Delhi police seeking security arrangements during his stay in the national capital. Now, these are the live visuals that you can see as TVK Chief is on his way from the airport to the CBI headquarters. So what exactly is likely to be the line of questioning for Vijay? Well, as Vijay has arrived in Delhi and is likely to be questioned by the CBI shortly, Newsline has accessed documents on the line of CBI's questioning. The questions CBI may ask to Vijay is likely to include, number one, what was the reason for the 7-hour delay to reach the venue? It has been alleged that there was considerable delay between the time mentioned and the actual time when Vijay arrived at the venue in Karur on September 27th. So the CBI is likely to question on what led to the 7-hour delay, which potentially is linked to the stampede tragedy that ensued. Now, CBI is likely to ask what documents of permission were sought and who organized that event in Karur. Now, within the party, what is the organization setup like? The CBI would want to understand what is the TVK party's organizational setup, and prior to the event, did his team do any kind of risk assessment with the administration in Tamil Nadu? Now, were basic arrangements like water, proper entry and exit points provided for crowd management? Now, when did he learn about the stampede? How did Vijay then modify his caravan and move through the crowd? The hierarchy within the party about the organization of such events, and how did his modified caravan eventually get through in the midst of the crowd? Did they coordinate with the local police? And eventually, when did Vijay finally arrive at the venue and when did he leave? These are likely to be the questions that CBI would want to probe Vijay on. We have our reporter on the ground, Sabyasachi Roy, joining us from outside the CBI headquarters, while TVK Chief Vijay is already en route from the airport. Sabyasachi, thank you so much for your time. What are we picking up right now? How far is Vijay? When is he likely to arrive at the CBI headquarters? And what is the rest of the schedule for the day like? How long do you think the questioning is likely to continue?
The TVK Chief Vijay will appear at the CBI headquarters shortly. Now, the road which leads to the CBI headquarters here in the national capital has been completely barricaded. In fact, the team of TVK had reached to the Delhi police to provide adequate security. Now, along with the Delhi police personals, the CRPF is also present on ground, and supporters of TVK are also coming in front of the CBI headquarters. Now, very shortly, we'll see Vijay appear in front of the CBI headquarters here in the national capital. Now, what is important to know that the CBI have already questioned the security personals who have been deployed for the security of Vijay. Now, the CBI have also questioned the district magistrate of Karur and also the SP of the Karur district. Now, the CBI will put across the statement of the witnesses that they have collected, and also the documents that they have collected, like the permission and all. It will be presented once Vijay appears. So once Vijay appears in front of the CBI will put across the various statement of the witnesses that they have collected along with the documents that they have collected. Now, the line of questioning is extremely important. Now, one major question which has been asked to whether to the security personals or to the district magistrate or to the SP why there was a delay of 7 hours. Now, this particular question will be extremely crucial. Now, along with that, the CBI will also set to understand the hierarchy as far as the TVK party is concerned. Who is the person in charge? Who actually decides when this kind of program will be organized, who decides on the location, who sought permission from the local police. Now, they will also understand whether the local karyakartas or local workers who were present on ground, did they actually communicate with the local police on ground, whether the basic facilities like water, food was given to the supporters, whether the TVK party conducted any sort of risk assessment at that particular venue when the rally was taken place, and why the amount of people increased from 10,000 to 30,000. Now, so far we have seen that it is allegation versus counter allegation, where the district magistrate as well as the SP have straight away put allegation on the TVK chief, that stating that the TVK chief came around 7 hours delay, which already created problems as far as the local police is concerned, because already the very crowd became unruly when they did not get any water or food after waiting for 7 years. Now, straight away this allegation has come in from the district magistrate and the local police, where all these allegations have been completely rejected by the TVK chief Vijay, and the TVK party says that this is nothing but blame game from the state government. So far we have seen a lot of U-turns as far as the legal battle is concerned, because before the Madras
To
High
the
Court,
legal
in fact, have
battle,
ordered for
Sabyasachi,
a-
let's come to the legal battle in just a bit, but I want to first understand from you on CBI's expected line of questioning around the organization structure of TVK. Isn't it amply clear that if Vijay is the TVK chief, then the buck stops at Vijay? Does the CBI indeed want to understand an org structure where we know who's sitting on top of that org structure, and that happens to Vijay himself? So what is the reason for the CBI wanting to understand the org structure if the buck indeed should stop at the party chief?
Well, that's right. Vijay is the TVK chief. So as far as the investigation is concerned, because if you see the FIR had been re-registered by the CBI Anti-Corruption Bureau here in the national capital, and that is the reason why Vijay have been summoned at the CBI headquarters here in Delhi. Now we need to understand this, Vijay is the chief as far as the TVK party is concerned, but also there are a lot of other members who are involved, and that is the reason why the CBI in fact have questioned the other functionaries of the TVK party to understand what exactly is the hierarchy. Now, did Vijay decided that at this particular location the rally will take place, or there were other members in the TVK party who were given in charge to make sure that all the arrangements were in place, who was given in charge to make sure that water, food are being supplied to the supporters, who communicated with the local police. So, of course, the CBI understand that it wouldn't have been Vijay who communicated with the local police on ground. It had to be some member of the TVK party who communicated with the local police at the day when the rally took place. So, who are these members? What is the hierarchy as far as the TVK party is concerned? Whether any risk assessment was being conducted by the TVK party before the start of the rally. So, and the one important question that the CBI will also sort answer, because the TVK has been putting the blame on the state government, stating that the state government did not deploy adequate police personnel on ground to manage the crowd properly. That could have led to the chaos. But here the CBI would also want to know that how did the modified bus made to enter through that narrow lane. So these are some of the questions which will be asked by the CBI to Vijay. Meanwhile, you can see on your screen that the convoy of TVK chief Vijay has now reached the CBI headquarters. Now you can see the vehicle is going inside. The Range Rover car is now currently going inside, in which TVK chief Vijay is. And now he has entered the CBI headquarters here in the national capital. And very shortly from now, the questioning from the CBI will begin. Back to you.
Of course, we have live visuals. Stay with us, Sabyasachi. We just saw the Range Rover, which has Vijay on board, entering the CBI headquarters. And this is when now we are expected to see the inquiry really take place and the line of questioning that you were talking about earlier coming to life. So, latest visuals coming on your screen right now. TVK Chief and actor Vijay have arrived at the CBI headquarters. The car has gone inside the CBI headquarters, and any minute from now, just a few minutes or so from now, we will have the official line of inquiry by CBI taking shape, and we will have those questions being put across to Vijay on what led primarily to the 7-hour delay, which potentially led to the Stampede situation in which 41 lives were lost. Remember, we are talking about the Karur Stampede on the 27th of September last year. Sabyasachi, what is the kind of support that you're seeing on ground from the TVK party members? What is the scene on the ground like? Describe us. How many supporters are there? And what exactly seems to be their response to this CBI line of questioning?
Well, see, before Vijay arrived, some of the supporters of TVK Chief Vijay came down in front of the CBI headquarters to extend their support to TVK Chief Vijay, but the Delhi police personnel immediately removed them from the location. Now security has been intensified because the TVK members also reached out to the Delhi police for providing adequate security personnels, and that is the reason why the entire road which leads to the CBI headquarters here in the national capital has been completely cordoned off. So not a large number of supporters of Vijay had appeared. Very small supporters of TVK Chief Vijay appeared in front of the CBI headquarters, but immediately the Delhi police intervened and had asked them to leave the spot, as at this particular place you cannot hold any sort of protest, or you cannot gather in large numbers. Now the investigation will begin. We have seen that the kind of legal battle that has been going on. In fact, TVK Chief Vijay, he himself wanted that the investigation should take place by an independent body, and that is the reason why the Supreme Court had asked the CBI to take over this case, and which will be monitored by a retired Supreme Court judge. Now, the investigation in this case becomes extremely crucial, because till now what we have seen is that allegation and counter allegation, because somewhere the family members who have lost their loved ones in this chaos, they demand answer. They demand justice. So that is the reason why today line of questioning becomes extremely crucial. And one thing that all the parties, whether it is the witnesses who have been questioned, or the TVK functionaries who have been questioned by the CBI so far, why there was this 7-hour delay by Vijay? Where was he? What time did he arrive? What time did he get to know about the stampede that had taken place? Whether it was decided by other party members? So these are some of the important questions which will be put across to Vijay. Back to you.
All right, so stay with us, Sabyasachi. It's also important to relook at those visuals on the 27th of September, and that's the large crowd. You just heard that the crowd was expected to be 10,000, but there was a 30,000 strong crowd, supporters of TVK, who had appeared on that fateful rally of September 27th, and in which unfortunately 41 lives were lost. Now, Sabyasachi, we know that celebrities and celebrity politicians especially are infamous for delays. A 7-hour delay, of course, seems inordinate, but how could the delay potentially be linked to the Stampede situation? The 30,000 strong crowd would have been there irrespective, no matter whatever time we would have seen Vijay arrive at that rally. So how specifically is this 7-hour so vital for the investigation and the line of questioning for CBI? Just wrap it up in 30 seconds.
Well, see, the point that the local police have put across is that there was this delay of 7 hours, and the crowd was waiting for very long hours. It was a very hot day, and no adequate facilities was provided to the supporters. There was no water, there was no food, and the already very crowd turned unruly. So the police have hinted that because there was this 7-hour delay, and it was a very hot day that time, and which could have possibly led to the chaos. And the police say that the permission was only given for around 10,000 people, and the crowd that was gathered at the spot was around 30,000. 50,000. So clearly a lot of answers need to be sought by the CBI, and that is the reason why the line of questioning today becomes extremely crucial. The CBI have gathered all the statement of the witness, and that is the reason why they will present the statement of the witness in front of Vijay, along with the permission letters and all the documents that the CBI has collected in this case. Back to you.